want you round if you useless. I make a living rhyming, same job. People only give to give back. That's recoupment. Always have their two hands out. Like they. My new thing is you ain't even gotta be my new chick. You can just pull up and hang out and be a new friend. Or I can show you how to train.
The playoffs are in full swing as we welcome you to this postseason contest on EA Sports. Today, we have an all-AFC meeting between the Las Vegas Raiders and the Indianapolis Colts. One step from playing in the AFC title game. This divisional round contest is on. Returning it from the 4. Showing a little burst so far. And a good effort here as he gets it out past the 35-yard line. Offense out now to get us started. It's 1st and 10.
Pass! Blocking 18!
Now first carry here for Ashton Genty. We'll call together a yard there. Zaire Franklin there to make the tackle.
I don't think that's the amount that they were looking for there, Kate. Gonna lead to some shuffling around here in the playbook. Find a more aggressive call on second.
Okay, ready?
Last run only gained a yard. That means it's 2nd and 9. Rolling from the gun here. That's complete to the back, Ashton Genty. And this one only manages a yard before coming to an end out of bounds. It's going to be 3rd down.
Well, that one came with a high degree of difficulty. Had to balance focusing on the catch, keeping those feet in bounds.
Let's see what they draw up on this 3rd and 7.
Let's go now.
They'll air it out on 3rd. That's complete. Here's Thornton. And he has it up towards midfield before he's taken down at the 47. Give him 8 on that one. And the Raiders are going to have a 1st down.
You know, they call that the money down for a reason, because you're just simply not going to last long in the NFL if you don't convert a good portion of your 3rd downs. It's the money down. And nice to see them roll the dice and continue the series.
That work. 60 Eagles. 60 Eagles.
And off to Genty. And he gets it through the midfield stripe and onto the Colts side of the field. A nice 6-yard pickup. They're going to have 2nd and 4.
That's a run that you'll take the result in the NFL every time. A nice play, a solid game, but it's also a run that you know, and you may come back to, because if you were that close to breaking off an explosive one, you really break the backs of the defense.
Hits him on the out route. And the gain only about 2 before he heads out. That means they're going to face 3rd down.
There's no negatives ever on a grade sheet for a completion, but that's one of those situations. If you're going to take a risk and throw an out route, you'd sure like to see a little bit more yardage gained.
And oh, someone stepped in. It's intercepted. And the Colts are going to have it. And he's going to hang on to that football. That's his first career interception. Well, we all know this is a player who's proven that he can weather an early setback and soldier on. That's going to be tested again after his first series ends in an interception.
Yeah, that's right, Kate. You don't get mentioned as one of the league's better passers if you can't shake off an early turnover. Now, his defense got to pick him up.
Here we go. 70 Timberwolves.
Here's the first carry for Jonathan Taylor. Has a hole left, room to run. It's an Indianapolis touchdown. The Colts pick it off and get points on the ensuing drive. It's a Jonathan Taylor touchdown. No doubt about it, Brock. They are trying to take him out of this game from the start. And a touchdown on the opening drive, That's a good way to do it.
Yeah, this is one of those situations, Kate, where you and I up here in this booth, we can hear it and we can feel it. This crowd senses an opportunity to dig those opponents an early hole that before long might become the grave their season rests in if they don't respond.
The Colts ready to kick this one away, and away we go once more. Fields this one at the 3. And that's going to set them up just beyond their own 20. The Las Vegas offense is set. 1st and 10.
Come on. Set. Six, go.
First play is going to be a give to Jency. And this play reaches the 35 before it comes to an end. Give him 13 on that play. And that's a Vegas 1st down.
Well, more often than not, it's the passing game that's asked to go from 1st down to 1st down in just one play. Get that big play potential on the ground. Jeez, it just infuses your offense with confidence.
Ready, set.
All set to go now from the 35.
Go. Hawk 70.
They'll throw it here on 1st. Locates Adonai Mitchell. And they drop him with a big hit, but that's going to sting worse for the defense. A big gain, and the chain's moving too. An even 10-yard gain on the play. And the Raiders are going to have a 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 46-yard line.
Jency on the give. He's headed right. And they limit the damage just a few yards on that gain. Now it's Sauce Gardner dropping him there.
You know, that's a good run right there to keep the offense on schedule. If he can average that type of yards per carry, this guy's going to be more than all right with letting him lead the show.
Here we go. Cowboy 80.
Looking to throw here. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. Ball and defender arrived at the exact same time there. And that takes them to 3rd down. Well, even with the pick on that last drive, partner, he is showing no hesitation whatsoever.
Well, in order to play this game, Kate, at this level, you've got to be aggressive. You can't let a previous mistake really affect your next decision. I'll say this as well. In the NFL, you throw into coverage too many times, there are going to be more interceptions.
It's complete. This is Bowers. And he's brought down right in the neighborhood of that 40-yard line. And that one goes for a gain of 11. And that's a Vegas 1st down.
I'm not sure how this defense let that guy slip through him like that. On 3rd down, nonetheless, he took that snap as an opportunity. And man, did he make an impact play.
Cougar 19. Panther 60.
Working now from the gun. He throws it deep to the left side. That one connects. Touchdown, Vegas. The Raiders trim the lead to 1. Each round of the playoffs, Brock, getting some early points becomes more and more important. And they're on the board here in the divisional round.
Pretty tricky round for a lot of teams to get through, which makes some early momentum, to your point, all the more valuable. They're doing all they can to avoid getting tripped up before that conference title affair.
That one splits the uprights. And the Raiders tie this game 7-7. So we've got a tie ball game now as they send this away. And he got all of that one out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 35-yard line.
So it's good field position for the Colts as they get set 1st and 10.
Ready.
Play action with Richardson. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete.
Okay, this quarterback gets out of the pocket, genuinely a coin toss, whether he's going to keep it with his legs or put it in the air. Sigh of relief there defensively as that ball falls incomplete.
Following the incompletion, we stay at the 35. It's 2nd and 10. Back to the air. It's Richardson. Has him on the quick hitter. Makes the tackle. For a second, we both thought he'd get the first, but he winds up being just shy of a gain of 8. 3rd down.
Well, things weren't about to end after the first hit or the second. This tight end had a vision for what he wanted to happen after the catch, and he was going to take on all comers to try to make it a reality.
Third down, 1 yard to go.
70 Lions. Cougar 19.
Looking to throw on 3rd and 1. Bails out of the pocket quick. He's going to run for it. And they crush him right near the marker. Looks close, but yeah, Brock, I think he safely got that first down before the hit.
Good for a Colts. First down. 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line.
Straight ahead from Taylor. And he'll get him a handful on that run as we've reached the end of the first. So that's the end of one in this AFC divisional round contest. Both teams neck and neck so far. We'll take a brief pause and head back to Lucas Oil Stadium after this.
On the double.
Ready now for our second quarter. The Colts have the football. They're looking at second and pretty short.
Hawk 70. Hawk 70. Ready.
They go again with Taylor. And he's dropped just short of the marker, maybe a yard away.
Okay, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, it'll largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future.
3rd and a lone yard coming up.
Ready.
Off the play fake, here's Richardson. Flushed out of the pocket. That one nabbed by Warren. And they take him down just as he gets inside that red zone. And that's going to pick up the first down after a gain of 26.
You know I love those chunk completions. They're so critical. Those chunk plays, they lead statistically so often to scoring. And then when you get it to a tight end and play action, it's just a little icing on the cake.
Go. Ready.
Taylor gets it on 1st and 10. And he can only manage 1 yard. The defenders were at the ready to bring him down.
Hey, we know running the ball in the NFL is hard, and that play pretty indicative of it. Here's the key, though. At the end of the game, those type of plays got to be in the minority, and the majority have got to do some damage.
Need a better result than that last run. It's 2nd and 8.
Ready.
From the shotgun, it's Richardson. Completed over the middle. And it's another first down on this drive. Man, this time they're into 1st and goal.
Good offenses. Okay, good play callers know how to utilize their personnel. They know where they wanted them. They wanted them on a route in space where he could make that initial play comfortably, but then go to work after.
4 downs now to get in. Here's 1st and goal.
Here we go. Start.
And the receiver's going to take this one on the jet sweep. And that right there is the start of what could be a goal line stand. They hit him for a loss on 1st and goal.
One of the challenges when you run that jet sweep is you better secure that edge. I've not seen a great jet sweep in my life where you don't win the edge of the line of scrimmage. And that time, the defense got the job done.
Backed up to the 8 here. It's 2nd and goal.
Here we go. Here we go.
And he's going to score a touchdown, Indianapolis. The Colts take a second quarter lead. It's an Anthony Richardson touchdown. Just a great effort there from him, Brock, to take it upon himself, embrace the initiative, and turn that drive into 6.
You know, Kate, there was a day when you were watching Steve Young, Randall Cunningham, and that felt like a bonus touchdown. But that's not today. It feels like every quarterback's got to be able to score, be a dual threat on the ground. It's part of an offense every single team relies upon.
From his own end zone, here we go. They stop him right as he gets up past the 15. Raiders just about ready for this one. It's 1st and 10.
Let's go now. Let's go.
Here's Genty running right. He's off to the races. 30. The 10. He does it. Touchdown. The Raiders can tie it up in the second after cutting into the lead.
Kate, you saw me chuckling. You know I love celebrating that run, but you know what I really love? I really love watching those linemen, and they just get to celebrate. They love an explosive play like that. Doesn't mean a long extended drive, just a whole bunch of celebration.
That one right down the middle. And the Raiders tie things up at 14. Now after tying this game up, they're all set to send her away. On the return, here comes Davis. And that's going to set them up just beyond their own 20.
The Colts take over 1st and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
Offense showing trips out right as they get set for this 1st and 10.
Get up.
They fake the handoff. Now Richardson. Rolling left. Oh, he was on the move, but so was the defense, and they take him down. And the drive begins with a rough first step there. That's going to bring up 2nd down.
Pretty even match in this first half. You just kind of wait, right? You just kind of try to get a feel for which defense is going to come to life. And when you get that sack, that could go a long way to infusing some energy on that side of the ball.
To throw, Richardson. Going with the screen to Taylor. And he's tackled after gaining a handful.
Rhythm. You hear me talk about rhythm a lot. Whether it's a golf swing, a baseball swing, heck, even a bowler gets himself into rhythm. And I'm just telling you, Kate, from experience, these little throws to running backs, it's one of the best things to get your offense into rhythm and a nice little gain on top of it.
Pat to 60. Pat to 60.
Richardson on 3rd. Finds Davis complete. Finds a seam. Left side. He's off to the races. And he is down all the way to that 15-yard line.
You know, Kate, we often talk about flipping the field in special teams, right? A kick return, a good punt. Well, an explosive play like that does the exact same thing. Look at the difference in field position. By hitting on that shot, you've totally flipped the field and the tone of this drive.
Okay, break.
Offense is set. 1st and 10. Taylor now up the middle. And they love to see him fighting forward, but he only gets him 3.
It'll be this group's job watching the film to find all these plays. The ones that amount to really very little statistically and identify what was needed to just make them a little bigger, stretch them further. Afterthought plays now, they could be the big gains of next week.
Last run got him 3. Here's 2nd and 7. Working from the gun, it's Richardson. Has it in close. And the stop is made 3 yards from the end zone. It's going to be 1st and goal.
Okay, when Bill Walsh was implementing the drag route with the 49ers in the 80s, it sounded the same way as it did with Mike Holmgren and me with the Seahawks in the 2000s versus man on a drag route, run away. You see zone coverage, settle down, give your quarterback his numbers, and you could find a completion just like that.
Got it. Ready?
Might be trying to power this across, Brock. They've got 3 tight ends out there. It's 1st and goal.
Ready? Hut.
It's a design keeper. It's Richardson. And he runs it across. Touchdown! The Colts get some late points and the lead. It's an Anthony Richardson touchdown. They broke out the design run from there. Coach just tells him, hey, Brock, hey, QB, do your thing, get us 6.
Yeah, and these offensive coaches love this play, and defensive coaches hate it, King, because it really gives you an extra hat, right? An extra number when your QB's got the athleticism, got the legs, got the instincts to go run it in for 6. A defensive nightmare, an offensive touchdown.
He's going to field this at the 2. And this will give him some decent field position here, partner. This gets out to the 30. First call here coming from the shotgun. Genty from the gun. And in a blink, they are off to midfield before somebody manages to stop him. They got 21 yards on the play. And the Raiders are going to have a first down.
So all he needed to see right there before the snap. Defense way overcommitted to stopping the quick pass. Became really easy to hand it off and watch that running back do the rest.
Only one play in, Brock, and this drive already at midfield.
60 Vikings, 60 Eagles, 60 Eagles.
Going to the ground again on first. And they catch him, but not until he's picked up 8 yards. It's second down. And now the Raiders call for the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 left to work with before halftime.
Well, that doesn't net a first down. You get yards like that in the run game, you will take it in the NFL.
Ready, Buffalo 18, Viking 18. Ready.
Second and manageable. He's throwing. It's another first half mistake. He's intercepted again.
Well, that's now his second time that he's put his defense in a tough spot. That's a hard thing about playing quarterback, Kate. You know, with these interceptions and now the second on the day, you're asking your defense again to step up to another series, another possession, another challenge. This quarterback's got to start protecting the football.
First and 10 now with all of 15 seconds left to utilize in this half. They'll turn to the ground game and just run this clock out. And they blow up the opening play of this drive. Love the aggressiveness from this defense. We get a timeout. 8 seconds remaining before halftime. That's a nice quick correction for this front, Brock. Give up the big play and then get a little back on the very next one.
Exactly the kind of response you want to see from your defense. You got to forget about the big play for now and stay focused on that next snap.
They're just going to play it safe, sticking with the ground game, it looks like. And he's going to have this one down to the 37. Timeout, Indianapolis. That's its second. And they still have one in their pocket for what's left of this half. Only time left for one more snap, Brock, so they're going to run out their field goal unit. It'll be a 54-yarder from the right hash. And this one had a brief chance, but not a good kick in the end. He misses it. So that's the halfway point of this edition of the NFL on EA Sports. Brock and I will be back right after this. Half the battle complete, Brock, as we resume play here. A spot in our AFC Championship on the line. On the return, here comes Davis. And that's going to set them up just beyond their own 20.
First and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
Colts file out into formation. Here comes first and 10.
Let's go. Ready.
Taylor gets it to begin the drive. This drive's quickly headed in the wrong direction. First play set down behind the line.
This is one of those situations, Kate, where I watch the body language of the running back because it'd be very easy for him to raise his hands up, look to the sideline and his O-line and go, what am I supposed to do there? There was nothing, no time at all to try and escape and react. Instead, it goes backwards.
Open ahead in the right direction and save this drive early. Here's second and 13.
Here we go. Set. Hawk.
Back to throw. Here's Richardson. Dumps it off to his running back. Breaks a tackle. He's still going. And he'll be out of bounds at the 25-yard line.
Some certainly do it better than others, Kate, but every running back in the league today has got to do just that. You cannot be a one-dimensional back in the league anymore. You can't. You got to be able to handle your business, both toting the ball as a runner, and really importantly, as a check-down outlet on short throws.
Ready.
About set. This is 3rd and 5.
Ready. Panther 60. Panther 60. Ready.
Shotgun snap now to Richardson. It's downfield. He's got it. They're going to have this up at the 44-yard line as they haul him down. A 19-yard pickup, and that's going to move the chains.
Nice to see that connection, that chemistry working between the two of them.
Markers are reset. Here we go. Ball at the 44.
Come on. Hit. 18 Cardinal.
To the air on this first down. Richardson finds him over the middle. And that tackle stops him after a solid gain.
That is a textbook first down completion. Sets up second and very manageable. It creates space to take that shot downfield.
After a good pickup, they've got 2nd and 4. From the gun, Taylor. And they will stop him as he gets this down to their 39-yard line. They get an even 10 on that play. And it'll be first down Colts.
What a great sign to start the second half for this offense, because with a lead, well, the ground game becomes your best friend, the centerpiece for this offense, trying to chew up that clock.
Well, the pressure nearly got to him, but still a good play defensively as that one falls incomplete.
Well, that's one you chalk up to the pressure earning that incompletion. They came in before he could find a target, hit him, altered that last-second attempt to get rid of it.
Ready.
So it's 2nd and 10 now. Ball still at that 39-yard line.
Go. 70 Timberwolves. 60 Eagles. 60 Eagles. What's tight end? What's the key?
And they're going to throw out of the gun. Short pass brought in. And he's able to get this down to the 36.
We get a lot of credit to receivers, and rightfully so, Kate, for them going into coverage and making a catch. I don't think we give enough credit to tight ends. I know they're big, I know they're physical, but to go into double coverage, take that contact, and come away with the catch, that's a big-time effort.
Ready up.
This 8-play drive might be on its last legs here, partners. They try to figure out this 3rd and 7.
Here we go. Go.
They'll air it out on 3rd. Throwing the out route complete. And he's taken out of bounds as he gets it down near the red zone. They pick up 14 yards on that one. And that is good for an Indianapolis first down.
You know, it sure seems like he knew exactly where he was going with that before the snap. That's a pre-snap decision that led to a post-snap first down.
Let's go now. 19-18.
On first down, it's Richardson. Hits him on the out route. And they take him out of bounds, which means his offense setting up for 1st and goal.
I think my favorite part was the magic he worked after the catch. The way he took the completion, it made so much more out of it by adding all the extra yardage.
They'll break the huddle and come up on 1st and goal.
Let's go. 19-70 Timberwolves.
Taylor runs it in. Touchdown, Indianapolis. The Colts grow the lead coming out of halftime. It's a Jonathan Taylor touchdown. It's what every player who scores a touchdown wants to do, Brock. He wants to get right back there and put another 6 on the board.
I've never met an NFL player content with one end zone trip in a game.
Nope.
Yeah, if you're content, you're not making it to this league. You get one, you're instantly thinking of another, and the fortunate few are able to actually deliver on it.
The Colts ready to kick this one away, and away we go once more. From a couple of yards deep, this is going to come out. And this drive will start inside the 25. Starting out trips right here. 1st and 10. Throwing now off the play action. Connects on the crosser. And he's going to be driven out by a defender just before he can get it up to midfield. They get 22 out of that play. And that's a Vegas first down.
You know, Kate, you'll find teams go to this crossing route concept sometimes a dozen times a game. A lot of times it's for shorter yardage, but sometimes things break in the right coverage for a much bigger impact play, just like that.
He gets it again to Mitchell. He's going to be a yard shy of the first as they force him out after the gain of 9.
That's what you call efficiency. Exactly what you're looking for in first down. Textbook. It sets up second and very manageable, and it creates that space if you want to take a shot downfield.
This is Gentine on second. And he'll get them enough for a first down.
I don't know about you, Kate, but he sure made getting that first down look really easy. A lot easier than it's supposed to be for that defense. And I think they'll hear about it when they get to the sidelines.
So first down from the 41. Looking in the air here. And that's incomplete, but he might have done a little too much to cause that. Flag comes out, and this could be interference. A fresh set of downs after that penalty. Here's first and 10.
Here we go. Set.
Running it after the penalty. Now, even a great game is going to have its lesser moments. You can't get anything out of that carry. Stop for no gain. The presence of those tight ends works both ways, Brock. You know this. Gives them more blockers up front, but it also clues the defense in to be ready for that run.
Yeah, you can put 7 blockers up there, even put 8, I don't know, 9. All the blockers in the world, but if they don't work in concert together to create a lane, it doesn't matter.
He's right up next to that first down. Doesn't quite get there. Gain of 9. That brings up third and short.
Brings up third and 1.
Only 1 quarter left before we send one of these teams to the AFC title game. The Raiders have the ball, and they have work to do to save their playoff run. Third and a lone yard coming up.
Come on. Set. Hawk 70. Hawk 70. 60 Eagles. 60 Eagles. Go.
Throwing off the play fake. Buying some time right. That's complete. Here's Thornton. And he's in. Touchdown, Las Vegas. The Raiders now within 1 score in the fourth. All right, so the offense does its job, Brock. Now they need their defense to give them a chance to overcome that big deficit.
The momentum in the building's clearly changed. We can feel it here in the booth, but you're right. It's now to the defense to make a stop and give them a chance.
And just like that, we're back to a one-possession ball game as the kickoff is away. On return, here comes Davis. And he's brought down just inside the 25.
Their own 23-yard line.
Indianapolis bringing the offense to the line. Here's first and 10.
Let's go now. 60 Eagles. 60 Eagles. Trap 60. Trap 60.
Here's Richardson. Has him on the quick hitter. And he's going to get this one at the 36-yard line. It's a pickup of 14 yards as the chains reset.
You want to become a quarterback's best friend, do that. Turn a short little gain, a short little pass into some yards after catch, and that quarterback will find you again.
They've got first down here from the 36. Here's a give to Taylor. There he goes again. And they take it across the goal line for an Indianapolis touchdown. The Colts go up by 2 scores, 13 points in the fourth. It's a Jonathan Taylor touchdown, his third of the game on the ground.
Okay, we hear week after week how hard it is to run the football at the NFL level, and it is. But this guy today, he's making it look easy, and they rarely do that from the running back position.
That one splits the uprights. And the Colts double their lead to 14. Colts ready to kick this one away, and away we go once more. Returnable from the 2. And he's brought down inside the 20 on an uneventful effort. Offense to the line. They're going to have trips right to start out.
Here we go, here we go.
Now come out throwing. It's caught left side by Mitchell. And they're going to force him out just before he can get to the 35. A gain of 15 there. And the Raiders are going to have a first down.
From a great throw to a nice route and catch to moving the chains. There wasn't a whole lot not to like about that amazing play.
On first down, Gentile. Rolling into enemy territory. Space, left sideline, and he's off to the races. And he carries it in for the touchdown. The Raiders now within 1 score in the 4th.
Just wow, Kate. I mean, wow. We are watching something extraordinary today. Not a 100-yard day, not a 150-yard day, but a 200-plus-yard day with that big tote.
Now a big 2-point try coming for these Raiders.
The Raiders will line up for the...
All right, they're going to throw for it. And the pass succeeds. A little momentum builder as they try to dig into this deficit. They get the 2 out of it, partner. Nicely done, but into double coverage. Felt like they kind of got away with one there.
That is a quarterback's best friend. I can't tell you how many times your players, your teammates, your offensive skill guys around you come back to huddle. Say, give me a chance. Please, just give me a chance. Throw it up. I'll make you look good. And he did right there.
New set of downs for him from the 31. Snared by the running back here. It's DJ Giddens. And he will have this across that 40-yard line before they manage to stop it. That's an 11-yard pickup, and it gives them the first down.
They like to say it's about the Jimmies and the Joes. I think that's about the X's and the O's. That's a well-drawn-up completion that nets them a first down.
Ready, ready. 70, Kimber Wolf. Let go.
Shotgun, handoff to Taylor. And he's not going to manage to get back to the line even. Tackled for a loss. We've got 2nd and 11. Well, the extra blocking sure didn't spring that run the way they hoped it would, Brock.
In the old West Coast system, you call 12 personnel, 2 tight ends, Tiger. Tiger package comes on the field. That was a whole lot more like a kitty cat effort there.
Ready,
everyone's prepped. It's 2nd down now.
ready. Like, ready,
They fake the handoff. Now Richardson. Short pass caught by his tight end. And give him 10 yards there. A lot of work done as they set up 3rd and very short.
Number 83.
Kid, I can promise you that's one of those play-action plays they've repped over the week during practice. That both quarterback and tight end went to bed last night thinking, man, I hope this one's called. And when it is, I hope you have just a little space to operate. That play-action works beautifully. And the tight end, the beneficiary.
Third down, 1 yard to go.
19, Tiger, 9, ready.
Back to throw it. They did it. He made the interception. And the Raiders have some new life in the 4th.
They'll take over 1st and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
A good starting spot for the Raiders as they come up 1st and 10.
Here we go, set. Cook, ready.
And off to Gentile. Can't slip that initial tackle. Stops made for no gain on that first down play.
So many of the D tackles in the league today, Kate, at some point in their background were edge rushers before they maybe outgrew that position. But they've got an explosiveness, a get-off, and it leads to stops like that.
Run lost him a yard to begin the drive. Here comes 2nd and 11.
Red. 60 Bison. 60 Bison. 19 Tiger. 19.
Now he'll throw off the play fake. No luck on the connection. It's incomplete. Tried getting that one to Brock Bowers. So now it's going to be 3rd and long.
That's a throw at this level. With so much speed and length, you got to be real careful. Rarely do you find a clean window down the middle. Got to be absolutely perfect, and it wasn't there.
So after that prior incompletion, it's 3rd down.
Let's go now. Go.
He'll throw it. Brought in by his back here. It's Jensen. And he's tackled after getting this to the opposing 46. It's a gain of 19 on the play. And that's a Vegas 1st down.
Something out of nothing, Kate. That may as well be listed on his resume because he's so good at it. Caught that one near the line, and after that, it was all him. Turning a modest pass into far more than a modest gain.
Ready, set.
1st and 10 now from the 46.
Come on, come on. Hey.
Give up the guns. It's Jensen. He's dropped a big stop in a big moment there, Brock. They could not afford to lose yards there.
You know, that's so hard for me, Kate. That's the type of effort that deserves better when it comes to the results. It's going to show up as a negative run on the stat sheet, but that was not the runner's fault. He did all he could to fight to get back to the line, but this defense just kept swarming.
Ready. Deputy Lions.
He'll look to throw it. Big catch made, and he got both feet in. That play good for 17 and a 1st down.
That's a pro's pro right there. That is one heck of an experienced catch. He made sure to secure the ball, but he also knew exactly where the sideline was to get both feet down.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Shotgun give here to Jensen. Running in the red zone. And they're going to stop him, but he got enough to make it 1st and goal from the 8.
To me, now is the time to step on the gas, and you see this more and more in today's game, and it's the right move. Get that explosive run, get right back to the line of scrimmage, and don't let this defense breathe.
1st and goal. They've got 4 chances to tie this one up.
Go. Cowboy 80. Ready.
Here's Jensen. And he's able to get it to the 2 before the stop. Now we get a timeout from the Colts. That's their 1st. And they still have 2 available for them as we approach the end of this game.
That does not show up on any explosive stat sheet, but let me tell you, Kate, that's the real deal right there. You run for that kind of yardage consistently in the NFL, you do set yourself up for success.
Setting up to pass. That one's incomplete in the end zone.
Well, you got to have a short memory in the NFL. Incompletions happen. Now you got to make the adjustment and go get the next one.
Big moments here in this divisional round game, Brock, as they line up for 3rd and goal.
18 Cardinal, 18 Cardinal. Ready,
Jensen. And not a lot of room for him as he's brought down. Timeout Indianapolis. That's its 2nd. And they're still going to have 1 left at their disposal.
These are the moments, and these are the kind of calls, Kate, that this offensive coordinator makes his money. You just get, well, you get stuffed on a run. And now you got 4th and goal. What are you going to do?
70 Timberwolves. Ready.
Here he goes. Got to have this on 4th down. And he catches it to tie this game in the final minute.
Touchdown, Raiders.
They have this try now to put them in front late. And the kick is good. And we're going to have some extra yardage added to the kickoff on the roughing call. Well, you can't do that. Got to avoid hitting the kicker. And because of that, the kickoff will be coming from midfield. The Raiders kicking team is out there, and they'll boot this away. And he just sends this out and over the end zone. So no threat of a return. They're going to spot the ball up to the 35 to begin this drive. So it's good field position for the Colts as they get set, 1st and 10.
Red 79, Bronco 80. Go.
Back to throw. Right side, cut by Davis. He's forced out of bounds after picking up about 7.
I know I can sound like a broken record when I talk about timing and getting the ball out on time and on rhythm, but these outcuts, it is so imperative, and the best of them make it look oh so easy.
After a good pickup, they're set up with 2nd and short.
Let's go.
Here he is to throw. Call it 7 yards on the play, and that's enough for the 1st down. Colts operating from the hurry-up, rushing back to the line.
That's good for a Colts. 1st down.
It's a design run for Richardson. Rolling into enemy territory. And good tackle, but a flag is down, likely against the defense. Man, talk about adding some insult to injury there, Brock. Not only did they jump, but they still ended up giving up the lengthy run, Brock, and that one's declined. Offense to the line for 1st down, conscious of that single timeout they've got remaining.
Come on. Set. 18. 60 Bison. 60 Bison.
You got tight right there.
Drag him, 60.
Working from the gun, it's Richardson. To the right and reeled in by Downs. And he's short of the 1st after a mile gain. So they call it timeouts. That is their final one. And with time left for maybe 2 plays, let's see what they do. Do they chance it, or do they just kick it now?
On the jump.
Offense to line. This is 2nd and 4.
Let's go now. Hawk 70. Hawk 70. Buffalo 18. Let go.
Shotgun snap now to Richardson. Dumps it off to his running back. And a gain only about 2 before he heads out. That means they're going to face 3rd down.
That's a defense's goal, right, Kate? Just get us to 3rd down so we can have a chance to get off the field. And that was a good adjustment on that stop in particular, when the back ended up being the target, and they were able to keep him short of the sticks.
So now it all comes down to Justin Tucker. There's a 44-yard look from the right hash. That one is good! And barring the unexpected, that's going to be your game winner.
That field goal gives them the lead for the moment, Kate, but you don't feel comfortable when you look up at that scoreboard. This one is noble, and that lead certainly isn't safe.
This one's fielded at the 4-yard line. And he's brought down, Brock, and that brings this ball game to a close. So the Colts pick up the win in this one. And they took care of business just as you'd expect a 1 seed to do. And they're going to get to stay at home another week and welcome in another opponent with a conference title on the line. Well, that'll do it for us, for Brock Heward and our entire hard-working crew. I'm Kate Scott. This has been the NFL on EA Sports. The Colts are winners as we say so long from Indy.